Video walkthrough on a Forest River Cardinal Luxury. Start in the back. You're pre-wired for a backup camera. It does not have a backup camera. You're just solely pre-wired for one. And then it does use power from those marker lights way up there. So the running lights on your tow vehicle need to be on for that camera to be functional. You do have a ladder. So you do have a walkable roof, which I do recommend going up there a couple times a year, just inspecting the roof material itself. You do have a rubber roof. You do have a warranty on the roof. The only way to keep that warranty is proof of regular maintenance. You do have a receiver in the back. It does have a 150 pound limit. So like a bike rack or something like that. Keep in mind, this is bolted on. Any modification to this, whether you unbolt this on and put on something that's weighted for a higher rate than this, or weld to it, you are voiding your warranty by doing so. This C channel is only designed to carry a certain amount of weight, so any modification voids your frame warranty. Water heater is super simple. Take this off, put it out of our way. Let's kind of set it up over here for now. Got your anode rod in here, brand new. They say when you have about 25% of this material remaining, get you a new one. 1 inch and a 16th is the socket size, so put that in there. Get it threaded as much as you can by hand. Tighten her down with a wrench, and then as soon as you hook up water to it, she'll start filling. You'll be good to go. If you want to use electric, make sure you do have this switch to set to on. If not, you turn it off. And I definitely recommend draining it after every trip. You don't want it sitting half full of water. So to drain it, shut off all sources of water. Open up your pressure relief. As soon as water stops squirting out, snap it closed. Then you can take your plug out. If you neglect to do this, you're going to get that bath because all that pressure is going to come out there. And I definitely do recommend cleaning in here and up in there quite often. Show cord is kind of built in. All you have to do to retract it is hit the retract button on this. Let's see if I can't get it and hold this up. See how it goes in? You still want to guide it. You have to guide it. Make sure that it's nice and tight rolled up. And this is only going to work if your battery is plugged in and connected. If not, nothing's. As soon as you unplug it, you'll lose power. So make sure your battery is connected. Black tank flush right here. So when you're draining one of your black tanks, hook a hose up to there, turn it on. It'll flush out the black tank. So as you're draining it, it's a little bit less stinky. Got plenty of storage. This one passes through all the way to the other side with lights in here and whatnot. A screw outlet right here. Unscrew that. Gives you access to your two handles for your sewer and your waste, as well as your cap to drain it. Definitely recommend, see, one of them is gray, one of them is black, so you can tell the gray one is your gray tank, black one's your black tank. Always recommend doing your black tank first, then doing your gray tank. That'll flush out the gray water. The gray water will flush out the black water from the hose. That way when you carry around your hose, it's a little bit less stinky. This is difficult to do one-handed. There you go. Pass-through storage right here. The tier here. These are on struts. They have a lot of force behind them, so be careful when you open them. You don't want to get bopped in the chin by them. Another wastewater tank holding there. We'll go kind of over here to show you. See a lot of connection there. We'll kind of go up underneath here so you can see it right there. You see? All the way back there. Alright. Just so you guys can see it, works the same way as the one in the back. Although your handle's for it. There's one right there, and then I believe there is another one tucked back in here. If not, it's in a different spot than the last one of these I did. Nope, it's in a different spot, but those right down in there, those are low point drains. Let's see if I can't the sewer water, wastewater holding tank. Let's see if we can't. There we go. There's the other one right there. That's going to be your wastewater. So your gray tank for up front. The other handle in that compartment is going to be your black tank for up front, I believe. Yep. Just want to make sure you have. Yep. That's going to be the. Sorry. The handle up here is going to be your gray tank. The one over there is going to be your black tank. You can kind of see it right over there. That's going to be black tank. This one over here will be your gray tank. Water connections out here do have an outdoor shower, which is really nice. You can set that down in there. Now, this may look a little confusing, but the chart will help it out. You just put these valves, colored valves, in that setting to do what it says. So city water, so when you hook up water through here, you're going to be running all your fixtures off the city water pressure. You won't need your pump for that. If you want to dry camp, pull from your pump, you set it like this. Fill your tank, you do this way. Winterization this way. And then siphon the tank via the pump. That way sanitize your fresh tank. You just turn each of these the other way. For winterization, all you do is you can hook a hose up to here. Hook a hose up to there. If you have a spare one, cut the end of it off. You can stick it in your gallon of antifreeze. Turn that to winterization. Now it's going to suck from there instead. You have an inline filter built in there. When you winterize it, you do want to take the filter of it out. But here, get you a black tank flush. Just like the one in the back, you can hook your hose up to here, turn that on, and then flush out your black tank as you're draining it. Then you do have a nice cap here, so you can open this up, run all your hoses and whatnot in through here. Make everything neat. You don't have to leave this door open. Then you do have controls to turn on and off your water pump from outside, which is definitely nice, especially if you do your own winterizations. Access to one of your cylinders for propane, as well as your regulator. So you can see this is pointing this way. If you follow the line, it goes to this tank. It's going to pull from this tank first. They're both off right now. After it's done pulling from this tank, if this one were to get emptied and the other one on the opposite side were to be on, a little diaphragm here will open up. It'll automatically switch to pulling from your other tank. However, this doesn't move, indicating it has switched. There is no real way to know that it has automatically switched. And then some people put it in the middle, thinking it's going to pull from both tanks equally. It doesn't work that way. It's one or the other. Leveling system. How to operate it is right here. Very well written instructions. And since this is quite a large unit and we have a couple more of these video walkthroughs to film today, we'll just kind of hold this here so you guys can look at it. It's very easy to use. You turn this on, hit auto level, and then when you're ready, you hit auto retract to begin. Auto retract. So if you go here, auto retract will retract all of your jacks. Only do that when your truck is hooked up to it, because if you're auto retracting all jacks, if you may notice, will also retract these front jacks, which means your camper is going to go like boop. So if you just want to retract the rear ones before you have your truck hooked up to it, hit retract, then hit rear, then you will retract the rear jacks. If you need to raise and lower this to get on your truck, let's say it's too low or too high. If you need to raise the front, hit front. You should raise those up. If you need to lower the front, hit retract and then hit front, and then you will lower the front. Easy peasy. Again, nice, well-written instructions right here. And it's nice because you can lock this up. No one can mess with your leveling system. Let me get my keys situated here real quick. Alright. Back over here, a lot of good information here. Gross vehicle weight rating, cargo carrying capacity, tire pressure, that's the most important. 110 PSI is what you need to check them to. That's what they're checked to now. But I definitely recommend them before every trip, checking your tire pressure. Over here, got a docking light. Hopefully you can see them, even though it's really bright. There you go. LED strips on either side. There's a matching set on the other side. Up here, some more storage. These can clip on there to hold it open. We'll just do one for now, just because it'll be long. You're pre-wired not pre-wired, but I already have a compartment set up. I'll have sealant already on it for a generator if you choose to have a generator installed. But as far as that, there is not a generator on this unit. Spot dual batteries right there. You have your inverter right here, hydraulic fluid pump there. Yeah, so you can use that for storage temporarily if you don't choose to have a generator installed. But judging by the plug and everything, this looks like that's what that's for. So, and then make sure if you have any of your hold opens like this, that you unhook them, because sometimes if you just grab them, try to close the door, you might break these plastic hold opens. So just be mindful of that. There you go. Moving along, other side of your propane, just like the other side, minus the regulator, because that's on the other side. Storage, this right here is your battery disconnect, so let's make sure it's on. This is what I was telling you, if you unplug this camper and this is like this, that wheel with your short cord wrapped around it won't work, so turn that on. Then you do have a GFCI outlet outside too as well, and then in this compartment you do have tie down, so if you have large objects you can tie them down if you need to. Another outdoor power, it's GFCI protected. All your GFCIs are on the same circuit, so if one will trip, all of them will trip. Outdoor TV out here. Nice to have a TV outside. Furnace. Just make sure that you clean it every once in a while. Clean any debris you see out of there. They do make screens for these. They do not recommend you run them with the screen on. But as far as storing this unit or traveling with it, it'll keep road debris out of there. It'll keep insects from building nests in there. These two compartments are the other side of that pass-through storage, so it doesn't look any different than that. And then you do have... Nope, this one is not equipped with it. Oh, yep. Sorry, I was looking on the wrong spot. A spare tire. And then that's the crank over there to lower the spare tire. Alright, a few more things. I kind of went over the roof a little bit. Your roof, you want to go up there and check it. It has its own warranty. Only way to keep the warranty is proof of regular maintenance, so that involves looking at your sealant, looking at the materials. If you see something wrong, take a picture. If you decide to fix it yourself, keep your receipts. If you take it in to us or anywhere to get it fixed, keep your receipts, document everything. And then all your sealant around on the outside, around all these fixtures right here, around all of this stuff right here, is warranted through Cardinal World through us for 90 days. After that, it's on you folks to take care of your sealant. Warranty doesn't cover any sealant issues after 90 days, so keep that in mind. If you see a small gap, go around and go touch it up. Clear silicone is super cheap. You can get a caulk on a Harbor Freight for like $4. So a couple times a year, just walk around, spot seal everything, and you should be good. We'll come on in. First thing we'll do is kind of cover all this little bit of complicated stuff right here. We'll start here. You're pre-wired for a Wi-Fi WineGuard, a Wi-Fi extender. You don't have one, you're just pre-wired for one. Then you can read battery, how full the battery is. Fresh, black, gray, and galley. Black and gray. It's going to be your back bathroom. Your galley is going to be the kitchen sink. And then you do have another bathroom here. That small bathroom right in there is on its own. They both lead to the same tank. So, double back a little bit. That the two hookups I was showing you over there, one of them is going to be for your galley. I believe that is the one that the whole handle is in that water compartment. The other one is to this bathroom. So this bathroom does not have a gray tank. They just both the sink and the toilet lead into a black tank, which you then measure it here on this one. This one is your black and gray for your main bathroom in the back, and then your galley is just your kitchen sink. It's nice having more tanks so you have to drain them a little bit less often. You then have your controls for your water heater. Turn that on, run on gas. I have the switch on the outside, the one I was showing you. Turn that on, that'll run electric. You have tank heaters to keep your tanks from freezing up. There's a little heating pad in there. Water pump, turn it on and off from here. Roadside light, awning light, curbside light, entry light. Start and stop the generator, which this is not equipped with, so you know it's not gonna do anything. And then all of these are your slide out controls. Then these two are your awning controls. This is to turn on and off your inverter. Your inverter on a camper like this is usually just so you can run the fridge without being plugged in. However, a residential fridge like this, running off an inverter, your batteries won't last super long running off just an inverter. So keep that in mind. And then this will be your power system if you choose to have the generator or any solar, because you are pre-wired for solar too as well. Hope that I covered that as good as I could. We have a lot more to cover, so we'll kind of continue. You do have a spot for a TV in the kitchen, which I think is nice. Sometimes I like to watch TV when I cook, so there's a spot for to hook one up here. We'll kind of cover that. We'll kind of go over here. These turns into beds. These turn into beds. Difficult to demonstrate while filming by myself, but you just unvelcro these cushions from there, lift up from underneath here, and fold out like a V like this. Eventually it'll lay flat. You fold the legs down. Then you can take this back portion, I don't know if you saw that it moves, that'll fold all the way flat, fill in the gap as a nice bed. Over here, you should have remotes for this TV somewhere up here. They might have moved them back down to over there. But you got a radio here. Power on. Get your volume knob right here. Then you have different zones. Let's turn this off. So you have different zones. You can hit zone. Zone A, you can change what's coming through each zone. So you could have radio playing in zone A and a Bluetooth speaker hooked up playing in zone B, I believe. Or if it's running radio, you just have different channels playing in different zones. So if you hit zone B, no, there is no zone B. Zone C, no zone C. Oh, so this is just selecting the mode, sorry. So you can choose, I'm sorry. Zone A, you can choose what's doing HDMI in. Oh, I was a little too slow. HDMI in, AM, FM, so we can go to FM. That'll let it sit there. That'll confirm it. And you can change your volume for the zone. Alright, I'm back. Since this radio is large and there's a lot to cover, we'll make this really quick because we still have this whole unit to do. So when you cycle through zone C is unused, zone A is inside. When you first hit it, you can choose what you want it to do. Coax, HDMI, HDMI in, AM, FM, Bluetooth. So switch it to FM. You hit zone again, it'll ask what volume you want. So if you turn zone A all the way up, it'll play in your inside speakers, but since we have it on to Bluetooth, I believe. Yeah, let's try. Yep, we have it zone A and coax. So let's go back to zone A. Let's go to FM. Click it in to confirm. Now when we change zone A's volume, it's just going to change the volume of these speakers. So if you hit zone again, ask for your volume again. Hit zone again, ask for zone B. What do you want, FM? It's only FM for zone B, like I'm saying. So zone A you can choose. Hit it again. Change your volume to zone B. You can raise zone B volume, which is going to raise the speaker of the exterior speakers. Raise the volume of the exterior speakers. So zone B is only going to play what's playing in zone A. So if you go to zone A, let's say you have it Bluetooth your phone to this. Now when you change the volume of zone B, it'll change the volume of what you have playing on zone A. Sorry, I'm a little quicker. If that understands. Then hit it. Let's put zone A back to coaxial. That's gonna play your TV audio through here. Optical, ignore that. HDMI, ignore that. HDMI in, you can put an HDMI in through here. AM, FM, we'll leave you on FM. Click it again, turn the volume up a little bit. Yep. Then, let's turn that on again. Different buttons, clock, set a sleep timer, alarm, change your presets. Scroll through your channels here, stop, play, all that, whatnot. AM, FM, disc, Bluetooth, USB, and auxiliary. All of that can be simply controlled with this remote right here, which I will put up here for now. It'll be in that compartment over there when you're done. Sorry we spent so much time on this radio, but they get more complicated than where they are. You have a fireplace below that. Power on right here. The flame changes the color of the flame. Ooh, that looks pretty cool. Timer right here, intensity, the temperature of the heat right there, and then this changes preset temperatures right there too as well. Tap that off. Oh. Both remotes are going to be in here. You do have some lights. One on the left does LEDs. One on the right, sorry, does LEDs there. One on the left does LED like that. Over here, you can turn on and off your living room lights, and then on the switchway, you can dim the lights in here if you want. Then, more USB ports, GFCI protected outlet there. Massaging chairs with lights in the cups. You can hear them massage, and then all you gotta do is pull these up to recline them. Fridge works just like a residential fridge, so only if you're plugged in or if you're running off your inverter from your battery. You can change your fridge temps here just by tapping it. Fridge temp here, freezer temp there. You can change whether it's on Fahrenheit or Celsius. You can turn on super cool, set an alarm, or super freeze. And your freezer, you just slide that open. Got your nice big old freezer there. Slide out drawer. These open up. Doesn't matter which door you open up first, which way it closes. Definitely recommend. Let's see it over here. It's right here. See this bungee right here? Bunging your fridge doors shut, so they don't spring open on you when you go down the road. Alright, that's pretty much it for here. I did see it that I missed one thing. We will cover up over here. Your thermostat for your front AC right here. Tap that. You're gonna turn your AC or furnace on. Right there, 55, 90 for your furnace, and then turn it off. We'll go a little bit more in all to that when we get to the other AC about the automatic modes. Just it's a little hard to show you reaching that far. We'll actually go over here and demonstrate it right now. First thing it'll ask is what mode you want, auto, high, and low. Recommend just leaving on auto. Auto is going to allow it to cycle on and off at its set temperature. So if you have it set to 65, it'll cycle on and off to help regulate 65 degrees. If you just had it on high or low, it's going to keep running no matter what. And eventually it'll freeze up because it hasn't had a chance to stop and cool down. Then you have to wait for it to thaw out before you can run it again. Tap it, go to cool, tap it again, go to furnace. More light switches. One on the left does kitchen lights, one on the right is doing like those overhead island lights. You can raise and lower this fan with this control right here. As soon as you open it, it turns on. Then you can change the speed of the fan there. And as soon as you close it, it turns off. Microwave looks like your standard household microwave. Only works when this trailer is plugged in. Cooktop, super simple. You turn these to the flame, push and hold as you're pushing and holding. You're going to click this sparker right here. So push and hold, push your sparker. The gas is off now, so obviously they won't light. Oven. So all I got to do is push and hold to that flame. Push and hold. Once that, you wait, you're going to look down in here, and you're looking for that pilot over there to be lit. You can see where I'm sparking, where it's well, it won't let you do it with the door open. Yep, it won't let you do it with the door open, I don't think. Nope, I just didn't have it set right. You see in there? You're waiting for that pilot to get lit. Once the pilot is lit, you can then turn that to desired temperature, it'll light the burner. If you don't want to relight the pilot next time you have to cook, if you turn it off but turn it to the flame there, shuts the burners off, leave the pilot on. However, you don't want to leave that pilot lit unattended, so turn it off before you go to bed and before you leave the trailer. And then you do have a timer on here. So it's just a built-in. Food's ready. Here has all your manuals for everything in it are in here. Silverware drawer there. Remotes for all three of your TVs there. I think it doesn't matter which remote you grab, they all work for each TV. Second bathroom in here, or minor bathroom, half bath. Light switch for the bathroom. Same fan dealio for up there. Another resettable another GFCI. The resettable one will be in the other bathroom. Dinette right here. You just lift this up. Locks open. All you gotta do is take this way here. Pull it down and don't drop your phone. And then it closes up right away. Let me flip my phone back to the way it was. There we go. Coming in here. Your door. You want to make sure you unclip it here to slide it when you travel. This one actually does lock open, which is nice. Some of these sliding doors don't lock open. But when you travel, you want to make sure you... Oh, I'm trying to unlock it on the wrong side. Yeah. You want to make sure you have this the way it is. I think we zoomed in a little bit too. Yeah, there we go. Let's get you back this way. All right. So when you travel, lock it like this so it's not slobbing all over the place. Because eventually you'll come back if you forget to lock it and it might be damaged. Another thermostat. You have 3 different zones for your AC, so this will work the same as the other one. They all control furnace on when you see it, but only one of these will actually control your furnace. I believe it's the main one down in there. Lights for the bedroom right here. TV in here again. Remotes for there over there, and then right behind that is your booster. That's your main booster. If you're going to use cable, turn that off. There's a little button behind there. If you're using antenna, turn it on. Big ol' spacious room. Big ol', I think they call this a camper king. This might be a camper king. USB outlets on either side. Small amount of storage underneath for some extra sheets. Here is your main bathroom. This is what has your sliding doors on it. Works the same way as the other ones. Make sure when you travel, they are locked open. Another fan vent that you can open and close from here. Main bathroom lights, vanity lights right here. This is the resetting GFCI. This is the GFCI you're going to hit reset on if any of them were to trip. Then you have plenty of space in here. It's nice and roomy. I like a nice roomy bathroom. Spot for a washer and dryer in here, and this closet is huge. But you do have a spot for a washer and dryer if you choose to have one. Toilet, super simple as long as you're pushing this pedal. It's going to flush. Nice thing about this toilet is it's porcelain. Then your shower, you unclip it to use your shower door. Make sure you please latch it open like this. This is the one that, if you forget to latch, will have the most likely chance of actually breaking because it is glass. So make sure you latch it open when you travel. Shower, you can adjust the shower head up and down this. You can remove the shower head, and you have hot and cold. It's a very nice shower. I'll tell you, it's nicer than the one in my apartment. All right. Well, that pretty much concludes your virtual tour of your... Oh, hold on, one more thing. You do have this little vacuum thing right here. So as you're sweeping up, you can sweep your stuff into here. Kick it, it'll suck it into there. And then behind there is the bag for it. All right. Well, that concludes the virtual tour of your Forest River Cardinal. I hope you guys enjoy using this trailer. I like it a lot. Hope you guys like it a lot. And